Hello friends, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Poonam Chawla, Assistant Professor with Maharaja Agrasen Institute of Management Studies in Rohini. Today we are going to discuss on the interesting and intriguing subject of career and career management. The inclusions of the module are the introduction, concept of career, models of career development, career stages, career management systems, role of employees, managers, human resource managers and the organization in career management, followed by the summary of the module. With the emergence of a competent workforce as a source of sustainable competitive advantage in multinational firms, career development has become an indispensable activity which is undertaken by organizations to develop a learning environment in the organizations. Research has cited that organizations which are proactive in developing progressive organizational culture, open communication, strategic requirement and selection policies are able to stand the dynamism in the business world and have sustainable business growth and enhanced demands for their products and services. Career management is an exercise that is mutually beneficial for the employer as well as the employee, and organizations that actively facilitate career management proponent, though primarily the employees are responsible for career management. However, it is the job of the employer to provide resources like training, mentoring to facilitate career management activities of the employees. Definition and concept of a career. Career is defined as a sequence of attitudes and behavior associated with work-related experiences and activities over the span of a person's life. The concept of career is multidimensional in nature as many meanings can be associated with it. It can be seen as a sequence of promotions or upward moves in the company during the person's work life. Many definitions consider career as a profession wherein it considers that career occurs only in few occupations like doctors, professors, lawyers, etc. Another perspective on career defines it as the chain of jobs that are undertaken by an individual irrespective of the occupation or job level. Career, in other words, can also be defined as a lifelong sequence of various role-related experiences, or in a simpler tone involves the position held and the job moves and the experiences of the person's feeling and attitude towards their work. Protean careers is another term that is doing the rounds of the corporate table. The career in today's global organization is termed as Protean careers. The bedrock of Protean career is self-direction, whose ultimate goal is to gain psychological satisfaction at work. Employees who pursue a Protean career take keen interest and take major responsibility for their career. For instance, a technical employee may take 2 years of sabbatical from a current position to work in a managerial position so as to develop her managerial skills as well as to assess and evaluate her personal interest in managerial job. The objectives of traditional vis-a-vis Protean careers are distinct, as the goals of traditional career involved promotions and salary increase and was based on know-how of a particular job. Furthermore, the individual relied more on formal training. Models of career development. There are 3 models of career development. First being the life cycle model, second the organization based model, and the third the directional pattern model. The life cycle model. It proponates that an employee passes through various developmental tasks during the span of their career and tends to move through various stages. Second, the organization based model proposes that careers move through a series of steps, and during each step or stage, the employee needs to undergo learning to perform the series of tasks in that specific stage. Organization based model tends to take a broader view of the situation. The third model is the directional pattern model. The directional pattern model explains the shape of the career. For instance, individuals who stay in a single job for a long period of time and have pre-decided to move up in the same have a linear career shape. On the other hand, who explore newer avenues may have a spiral career shape. This slide discusses the various career stages, which are exploration stage, establishment stage, maintenance stage, disengagement stage. The diagram depicts the 4 stages. The first stage, exploration stage. In this stage, the individuals identify the kind of work that interests them. Once the individuals have identified their work preferences, they tend to seek information about the same from seniors, co-workers, family members, etc. Establishment stage. In this phase, they move from an apprenticeship position and take over an independent position in the organization. They make individual contribution to the goals of the organization. The third stage is the maintenance stage. In this stage, the focus is on stability. An employee makes bounden attempt to keep his skills up to date and ensures that he is meaningfully contributing to the organization. The fourth stage involves disengagement stage. The disengagement stage brings a proportionate difference between the work and non-work activities of an individual. It is at this stage that the individual plans to retire and focus more on non-work activities. Career management systems. Let's define career management systems. It is the process in which employees identify their own interests, values, strengths and weaknesses. Furthermore, collect information about the various opportunities available to them inside the firm, decide on their career objectives, and lastly, provide an action plan to achieve the predetermined goals. Career management is beneficial to both employers as well as the employees. If the organization fail in the process of career management, they may end up with demotivated employees, high employee turnover, and incompetent workforce. Steps in career management involve self-assessment, reality check, goal setting, and action planning. Self-assessment is the last stage. Self-assessment is defined as the use of the information by employees to identify their career interests, values, and aptitudes. This process of self-assessment uses psychological tests like self-directed search and strong Campbell interest inventory for identifying employees, job interests, and an individual preference to work in different environments. These tests also help in finding the relative importance of work and leisure in the lives of the employees. Reality check. It is the information that employees gather about the manner in which their organization evaluates their skills and knowledge and the place where they fit into the organization's plans. The usual protocol is that employee's manager gives the information to the employee as an integral part of the performance appraisal process. The next stage is goal setting. In goal setting, employees set short and long-term career goals for themselves. These objectives are set to achieve the desired positions in the organization. For instance, to become a marketing manager in 4 years, these goals also relate to the extent of skill application, work setting, or skill acquisition. Psychological tests play a pivotal role in identifying between equally appealing career options. For example, a man who has equal interest in computers and research was not able to decide a career progression option for himself. It was through psychological tests that he identified that research and development was the area where his interest lied, and later the individual moved ahead by choosing a career in research and development. The last is action planning. Action planning refers to the manner in which employees determine their long-term and short-term career goals. Action planning may demand the employee to get into activities like training and development or attending courses, conferences, etc. For instance, a classic example of action planning is organizations offering their employees to NGOs and small businesses, which utilize their skills in various departments like accounting, marketing, etc. In this employee volunteerism programs, employees get a chance to utilize their skills in a newer environment. It broadens their horizon, whereas the employer gets an opportunity to address a social need, thus taking care of social responsibility. An example of career management at Apple. To retain talent, many firms ensure that they facilitate career progression. The primary fundamental behind it is to retain and engage competent workforce. Apple believes in thinking differently. It states that its approach towards career progression of employees is completely distinct and follows that ideology that employees must own their career and the company does not provide them everything served on the plate. It does not want the workforce to develop a sense of entitlement and imbibe a feeling that they have the right to promotion. It believes that automatically moving the employee vertically may also restrain the range of internal movement within the firm and may reduce variety in thinking in some groups and also reduce self-reliance and cross-departmental learning. It thus puts the responsibility on the employee to carve a path for themselves in the organization through their creativity and innovation and also broaden their skills by working cross-departmentally. Is Apple shunning the responsibility of managing the career of its employees or helping them towards having a protean approach to their career? The summary of the module is that it delves into the concept of career and career management. The module defines the concept of career and explains the dynamic and changing nature of it. The various stages of career development include self-assessment, reality check, goal setting and action planning. It focuses on the various career development stages, namely exploration, establishment, maintenance and disengagement, and the manner in which individual faces different challenges and tasks at each stage. The module provided a comprehensive outlook towards career management by highlighting that the job of career management is not simply the responsibility of the individual or the organization alone, but it is a mutual effort by the employee, the manager, the organization and the human resource department to get the desired results. Thank you very much. I hope you understood the module well.